Yo, what is up, everybody? This is Josh over here at American AF Dumpsters. Man, so today I've got some pretty cool stuff. I'm having some technical difficulties, so bear with me for a minute. I don't think we're live on Facebook, which is kind of not too good, but hey, we're live on YouTube, and that's good enough. So, man, I don't know why we're not live on YouTube, Facebook. Anyways, guys, I've got a good one for you today. As always, we're just going to always try to bring you some good content. At the end of the day, all I want to do is make sure we give you content, make sure we make it worth the while. We know your time is valuable. I know that your time is super valuable, and I really appreciate you guys spending your Wednesday nights with us. It's super cool that you guys can come on here and just chat with us. At the end of the day, we're just like you. We are you. I mean, literally, we're out here working. We're out here grinding. Come home, turn on the lights, turn on the TV or the computer, and going live. So this week has been super stressful, super difficult, but as always in life, business just kind of does that to you. So you just gotta kind of roll with the roller coaster and roll the waves and do what you do. So we're gonna talk a little bit about what happened this week. A lot of you guys saw the video, but before I get completely started, I've got a new mic, I've got a new setup. There's a kind of little mini studio going on, and it's not really. I got my son's computer there in the background. Anyways, all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna try and bring you some good content. So I think I got a little bit of an echo, but anyways, if you can hear me all right, if you got an echo, if I got to tone it down a little bit, if I got to bring the voice down a little bit, just let me know. I might be a little loud, a little excited, because I got a real cool guest with me today, and you guys may or may not know him. If you guys are on the Dumpster Rentals 101 page, you guys will have seen him before. If not, you may have seen his brand new YouTube channel that just came out. He started a new YouTube channel. I'm not going to be doing YouTube guys all the time either. Sometimes you're just going to be stuck with me only, and sometimes you're going to be stuck with me and a couple other guests. So while I talk and while I bring him in, if you got any questions, we're going to do a Q&A today. So if you got any questions whatsoever, go ahead and throw them in the comments below. Introduce yourself. If I don't know who you are, where you're from, what your company name is, if you want to shout out your company, and any questions that you may have for me or for my guest. I have the one, the only, the triple axis slanger from Florida, right?
Yes,
All the
sir.
property restorations, the dumps life, you name it. I'm going to throw up his video real quick here, and we're going to watch it real quick, his intro. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Give me 1 second, y'all. And that's not it. Give me one. Where'd it go? Hold on. That's also not it. Holy moly. Here we go. That was not good.
I've been working hard, trying to get it in, putting in work, still doing my thing. I've been working hard, trying to get it in, putting in work, still doing my thing. Get it, work, do my work, get it, work, get it, work.
Dang, that was pretty cool. And it'd be cooler if I can. Here we go. Brock Shade Triple Axis Slanger. What is going on, my man?
What it do?
Oh.
Hey, man. Hell, welcome. Hey, YouTube, welcome into the world, baby. I appreciate y'all having us on, man. How's it going out there tonight, Josh?
Man, it's pretty cool out here. It's a little warm because, Texas has been hot lately, but we're making it happen. You got a storm coming in, you told me?
Well, they say everything bigger in Texas. Say it again.
You said you got a storm coming in?
Yeah, we've been rained out here. It's been pretty nasty. Everything's wet. But, that don't stop the flow from this 16-foot drop and go.
So, all right. So, bro, you got one heck of a personality, and that's kind of what attracted me to you a little bit, right? When I first saw you online, you kind of started posting some crazy stuff on the YouTube, on the Facebook page. And I was like, oh, okay, this guy, he kind of knows what he maybe knows what he's talking about a little bit. He's got some trailer, some sick, crazy long 3-axle load trail, right?
Yes, sir. Load trail.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about trailers just yet. We'll save that for a little bit later. But no, you're a big green machine, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so tell everybody at home who may or may not know who you are. tell everybody at home who you are, where you're from, what do you cover, what area you cover, your company name, and how long you've been in business, and the whole spiel.
All right, man. On YouTube, I'm Triple Axel Slanger, as you can see. But out here in the real world, man, I'm Brock Shade. I own Quality Property Restoration, aka Dumps Life. No, my bad. That's my hashtag in my other channel. But dumpsjunk.com. You can catch me online. That's my new website. We're gonna be getting that taken off. And but yeah, like you said, I'm from Florida. That's in Brooksville. I'm over here by Tampa. I've been doing this dumpster game since 2017. Hey, I'm no know-it-all. I'm here to learn just like you guys, but I do know a few things, and what I know, and what I don't know, I'm willing to learn and check it out with you guys, and let's kick it. Let's help each other rock our businesses to the top and just hang out, have a good time, and share some secrets.
All right. So I've been in business since I was legally, I've been in business since I was 18, but I've owned several businesses over the years. And you said something that's kind of important right there to me is that we're always learning. At the end of the day, it don't matter if you're 20 years old, you're 40 years old, or Brock, what are you like 55, 50, going on 60, whatever, 70? How old are you?
Man, you don't see no gray. You don't see no gray up in here, baby. Now I'm 41.
Hey, it don't matter how old we are. At the end of the day, we're always learning. If you ain't learning, you're dying, right?
Yep.
Business
Or
is all
you're
about
falling
learning.
behind.
Say what?
I said, if you ain't learning, you're falling behind.
That's right, because somebody else is always right behind you trying to catch up in that rearview mirror, man. At the end of the day, and they're gonna pass you up the second you start slowing down. So, anyways,
you got to put the gas on them, man. It's okay to coastline every now and then to let the wind in your sails carry you a little bit, but you got to pull the rocket jets out real soon, baby, and keep on pushing to the top.
So you do. So first of all, some people may not know either. I haven't talked very much about my personal life, but when I was a kid, I grew up in Florida. I grew up just outside of Orlando until I was about 13 years old. So, what part of Florida do you cover?
I only cover basically Hernando County, South Citrus County, West Sumter County, and North Pasco County. So if you was in Orlando, you were straight 50. 50 East will take you right here to our doorstep. So that's Colonial Boulevard over there where y'all live at.
You right on the coast?
Yeah, I'm straight. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast, and Orlando is on the East Coast.
Okay.
But we're connected with State Road 50.
So apparently they don't have good internet out there.
Not where I'm at. I'm out in the boonies, dog. If I'm looking blurry, man, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I should have went to a little better location.
No. You got a storm coming in too. That might affect it too. I know around here when we got storms, when you're on that satellite internet or whatever, because they don't have the what do you call it, broadband. The storms mess up all our internet around here too. So
yeah. A flock of birds fly by and we're out. Let's get to the business though, the nitty gritty.
All right. So you own. Well, okay. So dumpsters was a side hustle. You started as a side hustle to your main business. Is that how it is?
Yes. My main business, really, I started in 2017 as a lawn service. That's why the name is Quality Property Restoration and Cleaning Services.
Okay.
So I started off with the lawn service. We pumped that up. Of course, by doing the lawns, you're in a lot of people's yards. So, me, I'm a hustler, man. I see your tree need trim, your flower bed needs done. So I got a buddy who climbed the trees real good. So I took him to a couple jobs, just helping him out. And then, of course, me, I'm like, man, we only been here an hour. You charge these people $500, $700, $1,000, $1,200, and we gone. So I see the money. We start, getting things together so we can do the tree service, get the proper paperwork and all that good stuff around here. And just started off like any other person would think we was the guy with the truck and the trailer, because really that's who we were. By being in these yards, you cutting trees now. Of course, you need to haul this stuff away. Back of the truck ain't working. Putting it on the lawn trailer, throwing it off at the dump. That's getting too much work, killing time. So I find a little dump trailer, go buy it, spend a little $1,900 on it, working it. And I'm like, I'm missing the $1,900 because at the time I was really, really broke because I wasn't stable right then. So I was like, man, I got this 1900 out here. I need to get this 1900 back. So needless to say, I started renting a dumpster to just casual people. You know what I'm saying? That through my Facebook and stuff like that, like not as a business, but hey, I already got my business, but just an additive. I make a post. Hey, y'all, you can rent my dump trailer on the weekend, clean your yard up, do whatever you want to do. But to me, I just want to make the any little money because to me at the time, just like anybody else in business, sometimes some money is better than getting no money. Even though I wasn't a low ballist, I was still getting what the market was for the size because it was only 5 yards. So like I said, I had already called around and was seeing what the big boys was getting. I just broke it on down math wise. So that's how I came up with my number. But I'm starting to turning it and getting the money coming in. Like I say in my video too, the tree service is bumping now. It's getting bigger. So now this little 5 yard trailer ain't cutting it. So we even put little walls on it, making it to like an 8 yard trailer. That still ain't doing it because now when you're doing the big trees, you got to move more stuff. So I buy another dump trailer and just put the rent-me on it just to be acquiring the initial investments back. All my things are like, how fast can I get my initial investment in each one of these? And that's how it started off, man, pushing them out there, Facebooking in the community. Every person I go into, I'm talking to them. And I just love to talk and meet, and I love to tell people about my business because I'm proud of it. We stand about quality, integrity, and things like that, and them are the things that's going to carry you a long way. So I'm never ashamed to tell people what I do, and I love to find out what everybody else does so I can see what we can do to each benefit to make $1 at the end of the day.
All right, so watching your videos, watching you on Facebook, watching you talk on camera. It ain't easy, number one, to talk on camera. I'll tell you that much. But you're a people person, right? You're the kind of person that goes out, and if you see somebody, you know what I'm saying, you just, hey, what's up, guy? You go up to them, talk to them, right? Is that you?
I'm talking, baby. I'm opening the door. I'm telling it could be the worst day. You see me in the store. Hey, man, how you doing? Fabulous. That's going to be my catchphrase. Then, whoa, wow, you fabulous? Yes, man. But you don't know I just had 3 flats. The thing broke. This happened, that there. But I'm still smiling right there with them. And they never know we missing the beat. But at the end of the day, we come down, like you say, man, we still regular people. At the end of the day, man, when you want to take the vest off and all that and relax. And it's hard sometimes because then you got the phone call, you got emails, you got this, you got that. So that's something we're going to talk about another time of how we're going to juggle this thing, family, life, and everything else in between, and still keep the rodeo rolling.
So I'm not gonna lie. So I'm a huge introvert, right? You're the guy that goes and talks to people. I'm usually the guy that like avoids eye contact and just kind of walks away. You know what I'm saying? So, but in business, you can be both, right? You gotta take what, in my opinion, you've got to take what you do best and focus on that, and then take that as far as you possibly can. So if you're a people person, awesome. Me, to grow my other businesses, I usually put my business in places where people can find me. So I really try hard the other route. So I do a lot of the advertising or the social media so that people call me, because it's really hard for me to approach somebody and try to sell something. That's not just me. It's just not me. Now, but you could do it 100 different ways. And if you're the type of person who can do it one way and you do it one way really, really good, then you're successful. If you're the type of person that does it 10 ways and you do it 10 ways somewhat okay, you're successful. At the end of the day, you take what you know and what works best for you, and you go all in, right? You just go all in.
Yeah, it's all about your environment. See, if I was in your area, if I was in the city, I'd have to do that maybe. You know what I mean? We in a smaller town. So we people around here, everybody is the yes, ma'am. Hey, how you doing today? You know what I mean? We're going into a lot of these local mom and pop restaurants. We're in the community, man. We're in Walmart with you. We're in all these places with you on the daily. So it ain't like you're not being known. So that carries you too. You got a reputation to hold. If you're a bad person, it ain't nothing but for one Facebook post around here, and everybody from here to that same surrounding area that I was just telling you about is going to know about you.
Yeah.
So you got to live up to integrity and all that stuff. But in that type of market, reason why in my situation, why going to the internet and Googles and the Yelps and home advice, all those different things that you could pay to play type thing, is if you're like me, I start off with one trailer, and you go on Google and try to even find the, even if you go organically, but now you're on Google, guess what? Your phone is ringing. Now, guess what? You're telling 50 people a week instead of just your friends, some people who can say, hey, my trailer's not available, but you're getting phone calls on Google and you get 20 of them a week and you got to tell everybody, hey, I don't have a trailer available or a dumpster because you only got one. You killing your business.
Right.
Because they're not going to call you no more. I called you this week. You got the one trailer. Hey, man, bro, I don't have a trailer available. All right, not a problem. Okay, I hit next week. Hey, man, you going to have one available this weekend? No, not available. Guess who not getting a call no more?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it can help you if you have the artillery to back up what you're screaming basically to the public. Like, hey, I'm a dumpster rental. I'm a junk removal company. You got to have the artillery to cater to that need. So guys who are starting off with me, that I think starting off 1, 2 trailers, 3 dumpsters with the little package, I think you need to find a network that won't be let down if you don't have something available for them, and make it publicly bad for you by one review. I go to Google right now, hey, don't call Johnny Joe's dumpster because he don't never have a dumpster. Sorry if there's a real Johnny Joe out there, but nah. So that can hurt you in the long run instead of benefit you. So you gotta have more supply than the demand that's calling from you, or something maybe like that. Or maybe I'm using the wrong terminology, but there's no sense in screaming out there, use a dumpster company, and you got 1, 2, 3 dumpsters on the main screen. Do it in your community, man. Start off locally and work your way out, and do it with people who know you on a personal level, who you can say, hey, man, I won't have it ready until Wednesday. Oh, that's not a problem. I can make my schedule work on Wednesday. You go on the thing, people want it just like they want a pizza. They want it now. So you got to be able to cater that, or you're going to let yourself down and your business down.
Now, the way I've been saying it is, we've got into a big Uber mentality. Uber is like instant. Same as the limo business or the everybody wants now. And if you can do it, great. I'll be honest with you, and I haven't said this very much at all. So this is going to be one of my, I guess my I don't know, my secrets. But what I have been advertising and what's helped me is actually now that I've gotten more cans, is I try to push a lot of same day. And I'll tell people I can deliver most of the time. You call me by 1, 2 o'clock, sometimes noon, but you call me early enough, I can deliver same day. And I'll tell you, same day dumpster delivery ads, whether it's a Facebook ad that you don't pay for, or I'm saying just a post, it gets a lot more traction for me than almost any of my ads put together, all my ads put together, because around here you gotta wait, especially for the big guys, you just gotta schedule it in. And a lot of people nowadays, they wait till the last possible second to call and book a dumpster. Oh, I'm clearing out my trash this afternoon. Can I get a dumpster? Well, bro, you know what I'm saying? But
they're like, you didn't think of this Wednesday? You know what I mean? They're calling it Sunday. They want it Sunday evening, whatever. You didn't think about this back then.
No, they don't. But
hey, that's just one of the things we got to take and roll with.
Right. But because
that's a niche for you.
Yep.
That's your niche.
Yep. Because I can do it, I'm going to work on it. Now, I don't know how long.
But in my...
Sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, I want to listen to you. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I don't know how long it'll be that I can continue to do so. But until that time comes when I can't do it anymore, I'm going to push it as hard as I can. And I'm going to be that same day dumpster delivery guy that you call me, in the morning. I can't always guarantee it, but you call me and I'll have it there by the afternoon for you.
Yeah, and then the day that it doesn't work for you no more, guess what? You didn't lose nothing because you have nothing invested. You just made a post. Hey, I can get it to you today. So that's a good niche to lynch on, and ride it till the wave rides. You could carry it more. You know what I mean? That could be your next new thing. Hey, call American AF because they can get you the dumpster today or tomorrow. When you call the other people, it's 2 weeks out, all that good stuff. So that's something to market. But in my situation, that would be hard for me to put that out for a market and say that because I run another service in the daytime, and anything can go wrong in that hour. I'm in the tree business, so there's a lot of danger. There's a lot of equipment involved. So anything is you're subject to break down. Different things can slow up your day. So I tell people if you want, like most of my thing, whatever I would have to deliver, if somebody say you call right now and you need a dumpster and your project starts tomorrow at 7:00 in the morning, right? This was earlier through the day you called. So me, I know I can't be there before 7. So I'm going to go tonight, this evening, and drop it off prior to for you. That way, when you guys, your crew show up, it's there by 7.
Right.
You know, so I can't guarantee people same day service because me, I might don't get off my tree service till after 4:00. Then I don't know, I might be dead tired.
Now I didn't say guarantee. I say I advertise it, and it's available when available. I would definitely offer that same day service. I advertise it, but it's not
okay. So that's what you say.
guarantee.
Maybe same day service. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. So it's like same day service upon availability.
Sure. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I do. I can do it. I can cover most of the
And
time.
that gets the phone ringing.
Right.
Yeah. As long as that gets the phone ringing, and then if you can back it up, that's cool. And if they're calling with the intentions that if the availability is available, so they're not let down if you say, hey, I can't get it there until tomorrow at 8:00. They still might be fine. You know.
Right.
So that's a good niche to ride.
Most people are.
There's many ways to this.
Yeah, and most customers are pretty flexible. I mean, for the most part, you know. So as long they know we're a business, and most of the time they know you're a small business too. They're not calling a big national brand. They're calling a local company, and you know we do our best to get out there as soon as we possibly can. So they understand.
Yeah, and that's the bond and the relationship you want with them. Because guess what they're going to do next time, or guess what they do when Aunt Betty wants a dumpster or whatever happens. Guess who they call it? Right. They calling the people they got that bond with, that connection. They feel secure with. They know it's no hidden scams going on, no last minute. Oh, you overweighted the dumpster, or you know all the things. They know what's going on. So that's the type of bonds you're looking for in these businesses to build with people, and that's the type of bonds you go out to search when you're out self-marketing, self-promoting yourself. You want to talk to people just like that. When you're on the phone and you, hey, hello, how you doing? Yes, I'd like a dumpster, blah, 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 blah. Same thing. When you walk in the store, hey, how's it going? You don't know that guy too much, but y'all made that eye contact. That's enough to, hey, how you doing? And it might strike up something from there. Or you see outside, he's got the truck with the ladders on it. It's opportunity for me to shoot this guy a card because I know he's in everybody's yard. You know what I mean? Even if he don't need me for him, he's in everybody's yard. You know what I mean? Because he's house to house. He's a roofer. He's a this. He's a that. The people that are in these type of industries that you know need dump trailers and dumpsters, just talk to them, man. Start conversations of simple as just, hey, how you doing, man? How's business going? Yep. You know, and then that's something y'all relating right there.
Yeah, people want to do business with people, not with equipment or vehicles, or people want to do business with people. Somebody who's just like that, a regular person behind the telephone, or you know, behind the dumpster. Right.
That's it.
So, all right. So let's talk. So you started a brand new channel. You started your channel this week. What made you start a channel? Why did you want to put it out there and put all your business out there and let people critique you and all kinds of stuff? What on God's green earth would make you do that?
To be honest, man, I think it's going to be really kind of my outlet. I use Facebook as my just to let people know what I do. But this is just something that I can take it, what I do and what I know, to a broader scale, maybe, and just other things. I've watched a couple other YouTube guys that are been in it maybe a couple years, however, whatever, and not to say nothing or whatever. I looked at their setup and stuff, and I'm like, well, heck, what they got going on ain't even compared to what I do on a daily, because what I was doing, to me, I wasn't thinking was worth sharing, I guess. Just to me, it's another day of running the mill. Then I'm looking, I'm like, well, man, these guys are doing that, and it seems fun. It's cool. It's an outlet. Boom, boom, boom. So I was like, I want to do it. I just want to give it a shot. I got nothing to lose. I record every day anyways because I'm going to promote my market because I'm that self-promoter, baby.
That's right. So, okay.
Yeah, and then shoot.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, okay? You got a load trail. How do you like your trailer?
To be honest, man, I 100% love my trailer. There was a couple modifications that probably could be made on a newer setup, maybe. Like I don't have to where like you guys can put the thing that makes it when you got a heavy dumpster and you can put your the snatch block. Yeah, I don't have the hook to bring it back to my trailer to snatch block it. That would be something that would be a benefit. Hold on. Electric trailer, now see,
let's talk about that snatch block real quick.
Go ahead.
So, do you think the snatch block is a smart idea? I have seen it. I've seen it in action. But if you're pulling something that's heavier than what your winch can pull in the first place, and you're just adding an accessory to make it pull more, is that a smart idea? I don't know. I mean, I've already broken one. I don't know if I should. I just don't know.
I mean, to be 100% truthful with you, I've only used the snatch block on my setup once, and it wasn't even to pull up a dumpster. It was, I'll put a video of when I did have a mishap break on the trailer, and we used it to like winch the piece of metal back.
Okay.
With the winch though. But other than that, I've never, my dumpster, because it don't have it, so I've never ever used it. But I know my buddies who have it, they use it all the time. They never even take it off from being what they hook onto the dumpster. As it is a good idea, I can't really say because I've never been in a position where I've had to use it on mine. What I did have to do to mine is cut the winch cable. These winches that they sell us or put on these trailers come with 100-foot. We don't need 100-foot of cable. And every wrap that cable goes around the drum lessens the strength of the pull of your thing. So if you got a 17,500-pound winch, by the time you got that 100-foot of cable wrapped on there and trying to pull, you're really down to about a 12,000-pound winch. So you lose a lot of power. And those numbers might not be exact, but I'm just saying you're going to lose a lot of percentage. So cutting the cord gives me more strength, and that's the only thing I've had to do. And I pull some loads, and I've never been scared. But as an electric trailer, I call it electric trailer because I'm electric winch and electric tarp. I've seen some of those, not in person, but on here on the YouTube, I've seen several guys with the motor on the revving motor, and it seems like theirs has a lot of power. Seems like it moves faster. And some things like that. So that would be something I would be maybe interested in, but not if that's if you were maybe coming into the game. But me, as I would not be interested in another trailer. But I think that revving engine might be good, or I don't know if I would want to have to keep pulling that thing everywhere and depending on it running. But that's just like I say, if you're a lawn service, hey, you pull up everywhere. The lawnmower's got a crank to get the job done. So if you got a good motor on there, I'm sure it's all good and dandy. But as an electric trailer, I do stand by my low trail. The biggest things in my market around here were the U-Dumps and the Texas Pride and the PJ. And I just picked the low trail over. I have a way different design. I actually have rails. I don't have that cradle corner bead stuff. Angle iron. Mine don't just rest in the angle iron. Mine goes down on actual rails.
Okay. So anybody else who's watching, if you guys don't mind, if you use, I'm going back to the snatch block real quick. If you use the snatch block, can you let us know why you think a snatch block is a good idea? And if you use it, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just kind of curious. Like, is it, could it possibly damage your trailer more so because it's pulling off more than what it should? I don't know. But anyways, going back, so you've got a triple axle trailer. Why did you want a triple axle trailer? And I mean, you just got a 20. I mean, not just, but you were running 15 yarders, right, for a long time. So why would you get a triple axle? And in my opinion, make it, even though it's cool as hell, but make it more difficult to like back in and out and maneuver than a tandem or than a dual axle.
From the giddy up, I'm all about was maximizing volume. I will per se. I checked out the U-Dumps. They're only 12 foot and da 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 da.
Okay.
Everything else was basically 12 foot, and the yardage amount was smaller. So I'm like, I don't want that small of yardage. And you can get 15 in the other ones and stuff as well. But then I'm like, I didn't want taller walls. So to keep mine laid out lower, more convenient for people to throw stuff over the walls, things of that nature, I wanted me to be laid out a lot more lower. And I just wanted what was, when I go shopping for things, I kind of just want what is the best at the time of the market. And the triple axle was better than the 14-foot of load trail. So I just went with the top of what they had at the time.
Is it 16 foot?
Yes, it's 16. I carry 16-foot containers on mine.
So your dumpster, your 15-yard is how tall?
4 foot. I'm 7 foot wide, 16 foot long, and 4 foot off the ground.
Okay. And when you originally got your load trail trailer, you bought your dumpsters from Load Trail directly, or is it like, I mean, is there a Load Trail near you, or is it like a dealer that's near you?
And no, actually, there is some dealers about 45 minutes from me. But when I purchased mine, I actually called Load Trail themselves, because that's another thing that I like to do. Whenever I deal with somewhere, I like to call to the top. So if you own whatever business and I'm trying to make a nice heavy purchase or whatever, and I try to talk to the person who can really benefit me the best. So I called actually straight to Load Trail. They tell me they couldn't sell me directly, but this particular place, the trailer guys out in Texas, were their number one pretty much seller. Like their lot turned over the most load trails. So he said, hey, call them. So I called out there. I talked to Sean. Me and Sean just clicked it off just as if we pretty much, I think, knowed each other. And I put in my order, told him exactly what I wanted, standards for my trailer, because there's many options, as far as your tires, your axles. You want 7,000 pounds, you want 8,000 pounds, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff when you're ordering. And I designed Big Irma the way of what I could afford at the time. And that's how I started coming out there from Texas in the beginning. So then, like I said, after that is when I found out about the roll-offs. And of course, like I say, once we lock in, we're locked in. I just picked up the phone, called Sean. He put the order in out there, and we had them built. But no, I did get them from Texas.
You got to get it from Texas, right? Everything, like you said, everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas, baby.
Right. I love it out here, man. So, like I said, Florida, Wisconsin, then Texas. Now, I ain't going to knock Florida, although the rain sucked. And it would rain sometimes so hard that the little raindrops are like needles on your skin, man. It hurt. I was like, rain should not hurt.
That was the day.
Man. Oh, really? So
that was
like
today.
3:00, it's storming. It's like the worst storm you've ever seen in your life. But like 4:30, it's like sunny and beautiful and clear as ever. So it's just have lovely Florida weather. And then Wisconsin, the snow, and here I got the heat. So I can't. I don't know. Maybe go to Hawaii or something one of these days. But anyways,
there we go. So Aloha.
Love Texas though. I love Texas. So you bought your triple axle trailer here. Is it D-rated to keep you under DOT or CDL?
Yes, it is. That's another thing upon when you're buying this new. So for on-highway use, I am registered for 15,000, just as regular as one of the other guys with the two 7,000-pound trailers. For the highway use, I'm rated as the same as you. So the same boxes and weight that you're carrying, I'm just as legal as on the highway as them. But say now I'm over here at my tree service and we're moving big logs from here to the burn pit or to the mulching or whatever, I can load her down to 21,000 pounds, stay on the farm and move stuff around and be able to dump it, within specs as well. But then the minute I touch the highway, you got to be in compliance.
You can stay on the farm.
Because I'm not legit on the highway at 21,000 pounds. I'm legit off-road. You see what I mean?
Do you take off-road
all
the
way to
the dump?
I touch the highway? No. I'm just saying if you're on your farm or if you're on your property and you need to carry more weight on something heavier, I can do that.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But the minute I touch the highway, I got to be level of 15,000 pounds because unless I break out the CDL. Then on the CDL, it doesn't matter. Right. You can roll how you want to roll. But if you're trying to stay under the CDL, get your trailer derated. You can do it up to 30% when time to order it from the manufacturer. So, or before they probably title it or something like that. You want to talk to your manufacturer that you're talking to before you even purchase your trailer if you're in this type of situation that you want your trailer derated.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Some of the guys do it with the hook lift trucks, I believe, as well.
All right, so time to talk about trailers. So, and we've been talking about trailers, but now it's time to talk about, I guess, the video that I posted. What do you think of what happened to my trailer? Was it because I overloaded it?
I clearly think it broke. I mean, according to specs, it seems like you overloaded it, but should that have broke your trailer? No. I got something I'll show you that's been overloaded on that load trail, and baby, we went and dropped another can like it wasn't nothing right afterwards, baby. So, but as far as that broke right there on the weld, I don't believe that should have happened. That should be, to me, you should have one straight rail running all the way. You shouldn't even be welded. You know what I mean? You shouldn't even be like me. I'm one rail. That can't even happen to me.
Really? So, I don't know. I mean, okay, so everybody that's watching that has a roll-off trailer, does yours have welds? I mean, I guess I don't know if they're all one pieces normally. I guess I haven't really paid it. I never really paid attention, honestly, because I didn't think it would be that ever be an issue. But you know, it sucks. But at the end of the day, look, we're business people, right? I mean, business people is not about delivering dumpsters. Actually, Justin said it awesome last week. He said, we're not in the business of renting dumpsters. We're in the business of marketing and advertising. That's 100% true. But then again, I also feel like a fireman sometimes because I feel like I'm always just setting off fires or putting fires out. And that's kind of what the other side of being a business owner is just kind of fixing problems. We just fix problems. It's either we have small problems or we got big problems. And sometimes some are bigger than others. Sometimes your trailer breaks in half when you're trying to pick up a dumpster. And who are you going to call? Like, I got nobody. I can't call the boss and be like, hey, boss, your trailer's a piece of crap, and it broke down, and it's broken here, and I'll see you tomorrow. I don't feel like coming in today, or, I'm going to take the rest of the day off. We got to figure it out, right, at the end of the day. So it is what it is. Luckily,
and that's what makes or breaks some of us guys as businessmen too. That's a strong point right there. You got to be able to roll with the punches. You got to know these type of things are going to happen. You shouldn't be expecting it to happen, but when it happens, you got to know how to go into action. It's time for basically war, like a soldier's going in. He's been practicing, he's been training, and then now it's your time to go to call. Well, that's when you got to put all the other stuff to the side, and that's when you got to handle that business. And that falls back into where I was saying I can't guarantee other things within my service because I might be in that heat of the moment like that on my tree business. And then I done told you I'm going to have this dumpster over here by noon, and it just might not happen today. But you stayed off work. You booked the whole day to clean out this garage, depending on this dumpster to be here. Now, I'll let you down. Guess what? How I'm going to feel, but guess how you have the right to say something negative towards my business openly to the public.
Right. Well, let's hope that never happens. We don't want to.
That's why you toughen up and you roll with the punches and keep it going. You don't have to worry about that, baby.
Yeah. So, I mean, the plan is, look, at the end of the day, my number one piece of advice of anybody getting into the business has been lately that I suggest going with standard rail. I mean, I have learned my lesson. I have learned it dearly. Has it made me money? Yeah. I mean, it's making me money. I'm working with it. I can, we can make money with anything at the end of the day. I mean, it's just, will it make my life easier later on down the road and make my business more sellable if I ever want to sell it in the future? And Justin, again, had a good point that if I ever want to sell the business to one of the bigger guys down the road, which, again, at the end of the day, we should all have some sort of end goal, right? End goal is going to be make millions and make a bunch of money and hopefully sell the business to somebody, or something, or pass it down to your kids or whatever it may be. But someone's gonna, if someone wants to buy your company, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna want to buy standard rail more than likely than not a roll off and dumpsters that are not standard, right? I mean, at the end of the day. So my number one piece of advice: buy standard rail, whether it be Load Trail or Nedlands like Life's Apprentice has. But I would stay away
And
from.
see, our low trail, we're low trails. Our stand, I don't believe we're considered a standard rail as either. We're not a. We have our own design, I believe, that locks our dumpsters in on our trailer.
Really?
Mine, a regular roll off truck, I don't believe will just come and pick mine up. Even though I am like 47 or 48 inches wide on the inside of my rails, I don't know. I've never tried it, but I don't believe. I don't believe I'm considered a standard rail type of dumpster.
Then I take my comment back. Then I would say go with Nedlands, or no offense. I mean, no, but better than what I
Yeah,
have. I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
but you do what you got to do to get in business, and some people couldn't. I
Yeah,
know
and
I
you got to
couldn't
take
find
what's
trailers.
in your. I never even heard of a Nedlin until I came to YouTube. So like that's not been in my area
Right,
produced or marketed or whatever. You know what I
right.
mean? So it all boils down to that. But some of these, like I had the options that some of these other guys had with the PJs and the Max D's, and I just it for some reason it wasn't appealing to me even when I didn't even know nothing, because you got to remember when I was looking at these things I didn't know nothing. This was pretty much new to me, to the market,
Me too.
and this was in 2018, so I'm not sure how long these packages have been even out and sold. But even back then, like, so there wasn't a bigger variety to me as there is now
Well, that's why I really want to make
in
sure
my
that
location.
that's why I really want to make sure people that are watching this channel, people that are watching the YouTube channel, and people that are on the Facebook rentals or Facebook, what is it, the Dumpster Rentals 101 page, um, they're all people that are more a lot. Some are already experienced, already in the business, but there's a ton of people that are new and getting into the business. And one thing I really want to just stress is, go with the standard rails. But on that same, on the other hand, right, on that same note, I did find a dumpster, a very very good quality welder. Uh, no, I wouldn't call him welder. What do you call him? Fabrication company or whatever that builds that
Uh-huh.
dumpsters, and they were able to build my dumpsters. If you watch my other video that I put out this week, I just bought 5 dumpsters from them,
Made
and
it
they were
wider.
able to match the dimensions, and so I have another option now, which is awesome for me. I don't have to go and keep giving Lone Star my money. If I want to keep growing, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to give Lone Star another penny. So, and I didn't even take my trailer to
I
them
would.
for warranty work. I decided to
I
do it on
highly
my own
recommend you
because
get
I
out
don't
of
trust.
that trailer.
Say again?
I highly recommend you get out of that trailer. It's causing you a lot of problems. I think you could run your business a lot more smoother, a lot easier. I watched some of your videos of how you have to load cans and some things like that. And man, I would have been done quick. That would right there maybe could run somebody else who was barely on the thread to get their business started. Those daily aggravations right there could make or break that guy to make him go back to the 9 to 5 workforce.
Yeah.
So to me, I highly recommend that you could probably get a better experience out of this business if you get out of that trailer.
Yeah. I'm not gonna keep knocking on Lone Star. Like I said, I'm still making money with the trailer. I'm just happy that I found another option to build other dumpsters, more quality. That way, I mean, again, the lightweight or the general duty dumpster is still at my shop. I have yet to weld the wall on it because the wall came loose and broke the welds on those, and that's in another video too. So I'm just glad I did find another dumpster company or another company to build me dumpsters. So if you're in the same predicament that I am, and you have Lone Star dumpsters or PJs or Max D or any of those, and you want another option, you want them to price you out. They don't pay me a single penny. They don't give me a discount. They don't give me. I didn't even get a hat. I was looking for a hat when I went over there the other day. I was like, do I get a hat? Do I? I know Brock got like a polo shirt and a hat and some gear. I didn't get
Yeah.
nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Like they built and they were easy to work with. They're great communication, and at the end of the day, I love recommending companies that help us little guys out, and they went above and beyond, and their dumpsters are good, man. I mean, it's good. Like I'm happy with it. It's super heavy duty,
and
solid.
that and that's what we're doing this
It's
for.
crazy.
And that's what that should be their goal, to have to for every customer should want to leave how you left that building.
Yeah.
You're smiling, you're happy, and you want to tell everybody. You don't even care if it's a baby right now. I can't understand. You ready to tell them how good of a treatment you got from them, and that's where all business should be. We should take that with us daily when we're out here.
Yep. Yep. Now the difference is night and day. The difference is night and day. So, anyways, guys, make sure you guys are commenting. If you got any, I know there was lots of Wisconsin talk back and forth. I was watching that. But if
Let's see
make
what
sure
we
you
got
guys
in the comments. We got anything good over there?
yeah, I'm gonna put some up here in a second. Let me go ahead and go to the back here. I didn't mark anything, but so we're gonna start answering some of these questions that are coming in. If you guys got any questions, please go ahead and ask us.
Yeah, y'all
In
feel
the
free,
comments.
man. Whatever y'all want to ask, just drop it in there. Give us a few minutes. We'll go through some questions and see what y'all got. Let y'all size me up. See if I know what I'm talking about.
Let's see here. So we got a couple. So Justin asked earlier from Life's Apprentice. What's up, Justin? I see he's watching. Let me pull up his comment. He asked, you talked
said he
earlier
has
about a niche in your business. What do you mean? Define niche.
a sweet spot. That's what it is to me. You find just what works for you. That's the niche that you can ride. That's maybe a little bit unique than the next guy. You know what I mean? You find yourself just a little bit offset that'll work for you and your target,
Yeah.
and that's a niche to me. You know, that's
Something
a
that
sweet
sets you
spot.
apart from the competition, right?
Yes, That's or something that you just all these businesses and all these things we're doing is finding a solution to the problem. So you found the problem that a lot of people did not have a daily service available. That's a niche. That's a market that you can slide in and take that up. Hey, I want to put the weight of that on me. I'm going to be the guy who can be available within a day. So if
Sure.
that's going to be you, that's a niche. Yep.
Okay. Tread Lightning Services LLC. What's up, man? Thanks for watching. Thanks for being on the channel. He says he got his first true online booking through DRS, Dumpster Rental Systems, last week. Super awesome setup. Man, DRS was on our first live stream. Jeremy killed it. Awesome software. Brock, I know you don't use software. You're still using that pad and paper, bro. When are you gonna switch over? Come over to the
I'm ready. I'm
organized
open.
side.
I'm open. I'm ready for it. I need something that's going to make this, man, I'm telling you, such a smooth ride. Because if I look around here, I guarantee you I'll find what we're scribbling on for this week. But no, that seriously is on my end of the business. That's where I am slacking at and where I do want people to come help me. Tell me what was you guys' best for all that, to keep tracking of where your dumpster's at, who's, how many you done sold this week, all that good stuff on a log, and make it easier where I can access this from the field or different things to where you don't have to be dedicated to come in every day just into the office to have to write stuff down.
Notebook with all
But
the
yeah,
names
please
on
help me out on that.
I thought you
I'll go
wanted-
get it. It's somewhere around here.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right. So Danny Van Wagner, question and answers. How do you compete with the long-term big company rentals at construction sites, new home developments, etc.? Prices seem way too low to make any money. So me personally, and Brock, you can answer this too. Me personally, I don't compete with anybody. My job is not to compete with the small guy next door or the big company down the road. My job is just to make sure that I service my customer 100%. I don't worry about the competition. If their prices are too low, it's not a race to the bottom. I mean, it's I gotta make enough to make it worth it for me at the end of the day. And if the dumpster business is not enough, then I just won't do it. If there's just too many people that are too low, then I just won't do it. But you provide good customer service. You do what you promise that you're going to do. You follow up with the customer. And that's basically it. It's not rocket science. It's, again, and I'll say it again, I'll say it a million times. We deliver metal cans to customers that they fill up with trash and we throw it away. It's as simple as that. There's no overthinking it. There's no worrying about anybody else. Just do me. I just do me, and again, make money off of it. So find out what you need, where you need to be at to be profitable, a healthy profitability. And make sure you account for all your expenses and don't worry about the competition. I don't do construction sites very much. So I don't do construction sites very much.
Go ahead.
I do a lot of residential. I do have some contractors, not a lot, because again, those guys are looking for the bottom, cheapest, lowest price possible, and that's just not me. I have to be at a certain price, or like I said, it's not worth it for me. Go for it, bro.
And see, and then me, I take those guys and look at them as you got to analyze the big guys' situation. He might have 200, 400 cans. He can afford to just let in however his operation works when that's not beneficial for you. And then what I do with the big guy is I like to take them and try to scale because I provide the same service as he's providing. Like you say, we're putting metal dumpsters down there, blah, blah, blah. Giving you the same service, and if he's getting $50 more for that dumpster, I feel like I should be getting that too because I'm providing the same service as the elite, I guess you can call them. If they're big in your town, why not mimic them? Because that's where you want to grow to that. That is the instructional book kind of go by, to follow by, because they did not just get there overnight and are running that business. So those are the big guys I like to. Hey, I feel like I want to take my business to that level, and if he's getting whatever for his 30-yarder, 650, and if I've only got a 15-yarder, and I want to kind of break that down in my aspect or something, because that might work for me. It might not work for you.
No, good point, man.
Because
Danny, that was an awesome question, man. I appreciate that. That is a very good question.
Yeah.
And Tread likely said it, hit the nail on the head here. He said you kill him with service, under promise, and over deliver.
There it is.
So there's a concept in business that I learned from a mentor of mine a few years back, and he said always offer a plus one. Always offer a plus one, and that doesn't mean take an extra date to a prom or a wedding or anything like that. That means give them one extra piece of service or piece of whatever you're offering than what they're expecting, and they will remember you for the next time. So whether that be send them a thank you card, whether that be throw in an extra, I don't know, in a dumpster business, what can it be? An extra, I don't know.
It could be as simple as, man, they got something laid over there, a heavier TV they couldn't throw in the dumpster, and you walk over there and even toss that in for them.
Take it.
People are just grateful for that home. You got to give them, in my area, man, you got to give them that hometown feel. I don't know what it's like in the big city, but I'm sure everybody appreciates kind gestures. That it takes you a long way.
Big time. All right, so Daniel, Patty, snatch blocks are good for taking the load off the winch. Electric winch will last a lot longer with it. Again, Daniel, that's a good point, but the only question I would have is if you have the snatch block on, you may think that the winch is working lighter.
Regular, but
then maybe it's actually working 3-4 times what it's or it's working regularly, but it's actually lifting up way more weight. So I don't know. Good point, Danny. I don't know, or Daniel. I don't know. Anybody else has any comments on the snatch block? That was kind of interesting. I'm sorry.
What else here we got? New company still in development with 20K to invest. Currently, no truck or dumpsters. Consider they used. Should I build up a higher investment before jumping in? So you see the Anthony Wilson down there?
No, I'm still haven't gotten there yet. Sorry. What did he say?
Oh, my bad.
No, I'm going.
Oh, he was just talking about. You see it?
Hold on a minute. I'll go in a second.
I see Tread like. We can do Tread lightly right there. He's got a good one too.
You don't want major commercial. You want roofers, siders, windows and doors, and residential customers. Good point. Roofers are kind of. I love roofers, but they like to wait. They like to fill it up as much as they possibly can, don't they?
Yeah, but if you're set up with it, you see that's why you got to think for them. You know what I mean? You already when they're calling, you maybe see how many squares that they say it is or how many square feet it is, and if you pull up and these guys are going to bring them your smaller can and or something, don't give them what you're not going to be able to handle. I've ran into that many times, but I've also ran into it where you got to learn that. You got to start when you're on the phone. What I do is I start at when they call, hey, I need a dumpster. All right, well, what are you throwing away? What are you trying to do? Oh, I just want to clean out my garage. So I already know that what type of material items they're going to be throwing in there for even the guesstimate for weight-wise, all that kind of can add up to where you kind of help cater to them what they really need. Because a lot of people call me and tell me, oh, I need a 30-yard dumpster. And I know the area. I'll say, okay, well, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just doing this. And I'm like, trust me, you don't need a 30-yarder for that. So some people don't understand what they're actually calling to order. You got to help cater to design really what they need upon what they're saying their project is.
Yeah, but how many times do you get, oh man, that dumpster is huge. I don't think I'll fill up half of it. And then you show up 2-3 days later and the thing's about 2 feet over the edge. I mean, I get that all the time.
Yeah, that's when they call the movers in. Yeah, it does. It does happen. And then sometimes it's one of those win-lose type situations because the next guy really is not going to fill it up.
Right.
But there is a lot of them that, hey, I don't think so. I think that's when they just go to calling up the cousin and the friend down the street. Hey, man, I got this dumpster. What y'all want to throw in it?
Yeah. So I just think sometimes you got to be careful with, like, especially with roofers, because sometimes they'll tell you, oh, I only got a little bit. It's a small house. It's 1,200 square feet. It's X amount of squares. And next thing you know, they didn't tell you that it had 3 layers or 4 layers. So it's 3-4 times the amount of shingles, right? I mean, so Tom's got a good question. What do you?
But at the end of the day, you can only still fit so much in there. I mean, even if he's got 2 layers, 3 layers, to me, I know you can only still fit so much in there weight-wise of that I'm going to haul. Like, I don't.
You charging
you
him
can
extra
have 3
for shingles
layers.
or no?
I personally don't. No.
You just charge the ton, the regular tonnage, whatever your rental is, and then if they go over, you charge them
where I'm situated, I don't have overage fees. I'm on a flat rate fee where we operate at in this area because especially on the construction thing, we're on a set rate we pay per yardage over there. So if you got a 10-yard can, your rate is going to be at whatever they're at, maybe $5 a yard or something. If you got this, your 15-yard can, you're going to be at this per yard. So that's some of the rates that how it breaks down here. But the household trash, we're at $56 a ton, I believe it is. So it's like $54.50 a ton. And then that's where I'm saying I'm mentally gauging because I have a sliding scale as well within my flat rate. So my 15-yard dumpster can run you at the time. They're going up right now because everything else went up. But say it was a $250 to $300. So now as soon as you call and I say, hey, what are you doing? And it's like, oh, I got this and I got that and all that. And it's some TVs and all this heavy stuff that I know. I'm going to quote you right then on the higher end of my sliding scale is, hey, this 15-yarder is $300.
But why?
And they're cool with that because it's posted right there.
If you play a flat fee, then it doesn't fluctuate, right?
I don't pay the flat fee on the household items.
Okay.
You see what I mean? So
okay.
Now if I call and you say, hey man, I'm doing this roofing job over here, it's nothing to me. I already know what my rate is. I know everything from top to bottom, how much I got invested in this, what my dump fee is going to be already because I know what size they charge me for that can that you ordered. And I know about, okay, I see how far away you are. My fuel expense is going to be right there. So I already know before I even got to your house how much I'm going to profit off of this dumpster as long as nothing goes wrong.
Gotcha. Okay. Hustle Nation, Robert, what's up, man? Thanks for watching, brother. I think the most needed quality.
Hustle Nation, man. I be seeing you, baby. I be watching you a little bit.
There you go. Is understanding no matter what you are in the people business. Best thing is learning people and understanding human nature. Very true. 100%.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Life's Apprentice says the rails on his Nedlands trailer runs the dumpster. What? My rails that run the length.
Yeah,
so they run the length of the dumpster solid piece.
Yeah, so he's got a solid rail, like I was saying. Like you shouldn't have no welds in that, man. These things should be built to be handling some weight. They know people gonna overload this. 2,000 pounds overweight. That should be just like. Because you got to understand, when we get in these trailers, I think they're already kind of derated anyways. They know, they just tell us it's 14,000, but they know you can hold a little bit more. But that, not saying you should, but I believe they're built like that. So your little 2,000 should have been within their build specs to me anyways. And you got to look, you didn't have all that weight on the trailer. You didn't even have all that on the trailer at the time. So it's cool.
So Trent Lightly says, Love you, buddy. Don't kill me. The brake is user error. I watch you tilt the can when half of the can weight is behind the rear axle. Never tilt until the locks are within 2 feet of the dumpster. Okay, so what are we talking about the locks? The
Okay.
locks are within 2 feet.
I was going to say that to you before too. Sometimes as you're going down and you're sucking the dumpster still up, you have so many, like, say more than half of your dumpster is not on the rails yet. So you got a lot of back weight on the dumpster going on. So what I like to do is leave the rollers on the ground, be pulling the dumpster up and bring my rails up in the air a little bit, so then it's still standing up, and then as I'm going down, it's already on the rails a lot more. So a lot of your weight is being held on the rollers while they're sitting on the ground until you transfer that weight over, and it's a shorter period and it ain't so much back weight.
Okay, so I get what you're saying 100%. And actually, I had a conversation with Justin about it earlier with Life's Apprentice. So with this one, I knew, well, I kind of thought it was going to be heavy simply because the back wheels were like dug into the ground, kind of. So I was like, oh boy, this looks kind of heavy. So I put it in reverse, okay? And with my dumpsters and my rail setup, I have to lift it up almost as high as it goes, right? Because otherwise it makes it very hard to come up, right? So I lift it up, but I put it in reverse, right? So, but as soon as it got a little bit of weight onto the rails, it dug the rails into the ground. So then the reverse is not going to work. So yes, I did bring it down. I had to lift up the dumpster a little bit, bring it down to lift the rails out of the ground, if that makes sense. And then, which it struggled. It struggled really bad just doing that little bit because, it was heavy. But yeah, I don't know what I could have done differently. Yeah, I get it. Like I should probably wait until the wheels are at the pivot point and then start bringing it down. And I think that's what I try to do. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I thought that's what I tried to do. Whatever.
Hey,
Could be easier at the end of the
one
day.
thing, man,
I'm new to it.
Each can gets loaded basically, man, a tad bit different than the next. Everyone, I don't know about y'all, when it go to time to drop off one or pick one up, you get a little nervous. You don't know what you're running into. You're like, oh man, is this going to be a tight squeeze? Am I have to do this? Am I have to drop? What do I got to get prepared for? So it feels like that Rocky moment to me as we're pulling in. You got to get ready for whatever the situation might be.
Right. Cloud Surfer Films, what's up, man? How much for your new dumpsters? So I paid just around $24,000 for 5 dumpsters, and I paid from 100% from the business. I was super happy to be able to have that much saved up over these few months, and 24 grand that came out to roughly, what is that? Just under $5 a dumpster. I had 3 20 yards and 2 15-yarders. Now remember, I ordered these back in April. So the steel prices have gone way up. Have gone up. So I don't know how much they would be right now, but I saved money from what I would have paid had I bought them right through Lone Star. So let me see what else we got. Hey Brock, you use American made?
Yes, my custom dumpsters were purchased from American Made Dumpsters in Live Oak, Florida.
Okay, would you recommend them?
Yes, I still have good standings with them. I know a lot of guys out there, man, they are running through some problems, it seems like, with having welders, with having the proper dumpsters even being made, it seems like. And just a couple different things, man. And you got to understand, in this business, these dumpsters that we are offsetting, these companies, I guess, probably don't have the patent, so they're it's a touch and go. But some of these things you got to have hammered out. Like your basic ones, your U-dumps, like you guys, I think all y'all roll about the same, the Texas Pride or the Max. And so, but I stand still with them right now. I don't have any bad issues, so I can't talk bad about a situation that I haven't had. I just don't like that I see whenever the other guys are having these issues out of them, because I know them over there, and John and Brandon, man, they really have their heart in this, and I think their hands are more tied than anything. with what's going on at their location.
Things are tough right now everywhere.
But I got 3 more on order. Yeah, I got 3 on order, so I'll be up there pretty soon. I'll go live with you guys up there, man, and maybe we could talk to them and see what's going on in the facility, what changes they plan on making, and what they're going to do to live up to the par of the industry that we're building out here, and the demand that we're requiring, the needs that we need met. That's the only way you're going to make it in this business.
So just keep in mind, guys, first of all, thumbs up. Definitely hit that thumbs up. Share, like, subscribe if you're not. But just keep in mind that you've got to be a little flexible, number one, because there is a shortage of literally everything out there right now. I mean, I cannot get a vehicle for my other business stretched because apparently there's a resin shortage. They can't make the windows. I didn't know there was a resin shortage, but apparently there is. So that's a huge delay in that industry.
They're having a hard time even getting the paint for the dumpsters is what I hear.
Really? So,
whatever the metal they put in the paint. Yeah.
It's just so, but what I would not do though, I would be very, very careful giving anybody a big old fat check before I get my dumpsters. Keystone did not even ask me for a penny.
And that I kind of personally like that. You know what I mean? Because even us and even other small business guys, you go put $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 down out on something, and what you say isn't going to be there on time. That can kill your business because you took that investment hoping, hey, in 6 weeks I can start making that $3,500 or whatever, start generating me some money. And when that don't happen and you're having a hard time acquiring your money, that can hurt or break your business. But yeah, that's a good thing of that the company did out there with you to show that, hey, we're stand up, we can live by our word and things like that. That's good, honest, good hardcore business.
For sure. So Brett Gibson says, I got one 17-yard dumpster. Just thought of my company about 2 months ago. What do you suggest? I get this question a lot, Brock, and you just start getting it a lot too. I know, Justin, you better get a
lot of junk removals. You better get a lot of junk removals, man. You got to get some live loads going. Live loads is, hey, y'all pull up, man. Y'all guys got 20 minutes to fill me up, blah, blah, blah. And base a rate upon how much they fill in your trailer, or just have a set fee, man. I show up, and it's whatever your fee is going to be in your area. Get you a bunch of them. 1-day rentals. Do not go to no 1 week rental. Do not try to stay under 3 days with that thing, because this is something. If that guy was, what's his name that asked that question?
Brett, I believe it was Brett.
Anthony Wilson. Okay, so yeah, like him, a quick math on that. Whatever, you got one dumpster, how long you plan on being recuperated for that? Say you got $10,000 invested in that, and you're only profiting $200 a load, and you're only renting that thing out for 1 week services, so you only have the chance to only make $800 a month. If you're doing 1 week and you're only profiting $200 each time, out of the whole month, you can only make $800, and you got $10,000 involved. It's going to take you over a whole year just to recoup the initial investment. Now that ain't counting the flat tires you done had along the way, the dead batteries, the wear to tear, the oil changes, the brakes, the insurance. That's a long, drawn-out thing if you're trying to go to weeks, man. You got to stick to the shortest things and throw in them live loads, some junk removals, and those things if you want that one dumpster to make it pop off to where you could be slanging triple axles, baby, because I started with one.
We talked about this in the last couple of weeks. I remember with Jeremy, we talked about the live loads. Those are huge. But the first thing that I would recommend you to do, and Brock, you got to make sure that you start recommending this as well. Your number one thing is going to be to make sure that you watch the American AF Dumpster Rentals channel. Every single video, like, subscribe, watch Brock's, watch Justin's over at Life's Apprentice, watch Robert, watch Jesse Mims. You got to consume the information.
Wolf God.
Free information is out there. You have to consume it. You eat, sleep, dream about your business. If you, what do they say? Oh man, I forgot what it said. Whatever you consume, I don't know. I'll figure that out. New company still in development with $25,000 invest currently. We're gonna run through some questions really fast because we're running out of time, and I gotta get to bed because I get up too early.
All right.
So. $25,000 invest. Currently, no truck or dumpsters. Considering a used truck, should I build up a higher investment before jumping in? Anthony Wilson, my number one advice would be do standard. if you're, I don't know. That's hard to answer. If you are willing to hustle, then I would take that 25 grand, invest it, and if you need to use a loan, get a loan. But make sure you buy. You're not gonna buy anything nowadays with 25 grand, like a setup. You're not gonna buy like I don't think
Yeah.
not even the three cans, the cheap ones that I have are anymore going to be under 25 grand. So you probably need to finance part of it. And if you're going to finance something, I would suggest going for a truck roll off or a very good standard rail roll off setup package. Brock, this way.
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree as well. Especially with, it's sad to say, but back in my day when I jumped in, 25,000 would have had you slinging. You would have been swinging them good, baby. But nowadays, man, 25,000 ain't going to get you too far. But if that's what you got, you're gonna have to get in there and make it work. But it's going to take some bumping and grinding. You're gonna have to do a lot of leg work to make that pull off.
Beginner merchant services for Poofus 5. Square, if you really need to get it done right away, Square is pretty quick. If not, go to DRS, and DRS does all your merchant services for you. And then, other than Square,
I'm through Bank of America, and I got forget the thing. We got a swiper that I can tote, or you could just punch the information in right on your phone, and it's set up right through my bank, and I got it actually through the bank. I can't remember the name of the Clover. Yeah, I got a Clover Glove or something like that.
Justin's got some awesome questions. This one's for you, Brock.
Yeah, come on with it. Okay, question and answer. How do you advertise in Florida, and what do you do for marketing that is different? Okay, me in Florida, I still run a little different than the average guy because this is my part-time business. So I don't want to overly sell myself. So me, I'm still to the old school ways of personal. In the community, at the ball fields, in the grocery store, at the community events, the local parades, the mom and pop shops. I'm wearing my shirt every time you see me. My trucks, they're lettered up. Those are my type of marketing skills in the past. Right now, I have switched over. I got a website going, as you see, dumpsjunk.com. I'm going to Google because now I'm going to cater some more of my time to this avenue of my business because it is growing. It's being beneficial for me, and I love it. I want to grow with it as it's growing. But I never wanted to overly sell myself or get myself into the jam of where I'm telling people I don't have a dumpster available. So I've slowly been growing. Like you say, I started with one dumpster. I still only have, 12, I believe. So when I get these other 3, I'll have 15. So I don't have a bunch because this is my side business. When I cater to this and put all the time in it, I do plan on going bigger, hook lift, bigger cans, just full throttle all the way in is where my goal wants to be and where I'm taking my dedication and mind frame with it. But then there's other guys here. You have every other avenue of marketing available. You have the Nextdoor, you have the Yelp, you have the Home Advisor, you got the Google, you have – it's all available, but those to me are for avenues of guys that can afford to pay to play. I don't like to recommend the new guy to go out and try to spend all this money on competing with other bigger companies. Even a click per ad thing, that can get you wasted money because there's other guys, they'll just click on your ad just to waste your money. And by noon, if you got a $10, $12 daily budget, he's got 15, 20 people across the county clicking on your ads. I believe that all dampers the spirit of you trying to get your business off the ground because you're more counting when you're first starting and don't have a lot of money. To me, I think you're more counting every penny. And when you're investing them over here and they're not working for you, it's a discouragement. So get out there, man. You are your own brand and you got to self-promote at the beginning. If you can't do that, then you turn to the sources. And it's all about your location, man. You could be in a tight-knit city and it's harder. You could be in the wide opens, and you got to use your media to reach people because your next neighbor's 5 miles down the street. So there's different avenues, but you got to find what works for you and see what other people are doing and see if that works for you.
All right, so I posted one up there a minute ago about 525 for 3 days on a 20-yard. I think it might be a little too high. I do about 450. But then again,
That's
if
where
you
we're
can
at.
get it, get it. I do 450 for about 3 days. For 3 days. Did I charge a customer? Hell yeah, I charged a customer $380 in overage fees, and I paid about, I think it was 225 total. So I mean, I had to make my money on my wear and tear, my headache, my extra gasoline for the extra fuel that it took me to take the dumpster with an extra load. Just my brakes that I probably used trying to break a heavy dumpster. Heck yeah, I charge a customer. I do not shy away from charging overage. Tom, thanks for the question, man.
Yeah, in
Big
this
shout out
industry,
to
man, sometimes another thing, you got to
what?
kind of be stern with your customers as well. You got to lay down the law on them, even though, they're going to break it anyways. They're going to, some people, they'll tell you they're renting a dumpster for construction debris, and then they throw the mattress on the bottom and pile all the tile and shingles on top. And then when you get to the construction dump, here you are, got a mattress in there.
Yep,
So they're not going to listen to a lot of stuff, but that's a good way to overcharge them. You got to set the tone of your business. If you let them start sliding and stuff, the word will get around, and they won't have respect for you. You got to stand up for yourself.
yep, yep. Life's Apprentice again. Got to shout out Lou with CFL Dumpsters. Absolutely, Lou's he's got a good
Yeah,
channel.
I check CFL out sometimes. I want to. He's right down the road. I think he's right there in Tampa, so we may be crossing paths here soon. And man, it'd be nice to meet you out there. I watch a couple of your films as well.
He's a cool dude, real cool dude. We talked on Facebook not that long ago. All right, what else we got?
Yeah,
Finishing up franchise opportunities. I don't know if that's a question or not, but if you want a franchise, I will be more than willing to take your money one way or the other. We'll do a American AF dumpsters all over the country.
woo! Paint it up.
Brock, where do you keep your boots at night? That's a personal question, man. Dan, that's a personal question. What's up, Dan?
Hey, I can take the camera out there right now. They're on the porch, and they funky, baby. They funky.
Now you go to the landfill all the time, or do you have a transfer station?
We there. I've never been to a transfer station. Pasco County has them over there though, but here in Hernando County, we don't even have a transfer station. Both of ours are out there in the wilderness with the slick mud, the tire busting, you name it, it's there, baby.
There you go. I when I yeah, I do get some. Man, yesterday it was smelling pretty bad. I think it was like the heat lately, or dead animals, dead people. I don't know what it was, but like I posted in the video, if
Dead
you could do
people.
a scratch and sniff, and you guys would really kind of really second guess your idea, the
Yeah,
idea of getting into the business. What else have we got? Anything else good here, you
that's
see,
it.
Brock? How much were they
Um,
over? I think they were like, if you're talking about my dumpster, they were, what was it, 12,000 pounds? They were 5 tons over. No, not 5 tons. Yeah, 5 tons. I charged like 300. I charged $75 a ton, and I believe I charged them 380 something, eighty
I
six
want to
dollars
give a
for the
little
freight.
shout out to Healy Estate Services out there. He be giving me some love, and I see he's over in Sonoma County, rolling out there with
This
Mike
one right
Vick and
here.
them.
What's up, man? They're in
Yeah,
California. How's California business? I mean, is the cost to dump a heck of a lot more expensive? I mean, tell us a little bit about how it is in California. I'm kind of interested to see what that's all like over there. Let's see, gas for
I see
2,500.
somebody's asking about your gas or 20. What do you
Oh, are we
think
looking
about
at the same
that
one?
gas or 2,500?
Ain't nothing wrong with my
Yeah,
gas.
baby.
Don't
You
talk
know I'm
about my gas.
reporting
I got a
that
gas for 2,500.
up.
Let me catch you before you say
I'm,
something
I'm
now.
gonna let that be. I see old boy over there asking about you, Oscar. So what you think about the gasser though? You satisfied or what?
Hey, it pulled. I'm telling you, and I promise you on everything. It pulled that 12,000 pound can like nothing. Like I really did not think it was that heavy. I mean, I felt it when I was loading it, but the truck pulled
Hmm.
it just fine. It pulled it fine, and now it wasted a quarter. It wasted a quarter tank going from Arlington where I was to the landfill. That it did do.
uh,
Let me see here. Looking at over some questions, guys. We're about to wrap up, so I'm kind of going through this
yeah.
pretty quick. I have to create something somebody would want to franchise. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Let's see.
Thank you. New or used dumpsters. I mean, it's a can. If you can get a used dumpster that fits on your trailer or truck, I mean, and it's a good deal. And you can the cans will last forever. I mean, if you want to take it to a body shop, have it painted up real quick, sand it down, and paint it. I mean, why not? I don't see. I
Yeah,
don't see
it's
nothing
it's a
wrong with it.
dumpster, man. As long as the rollers are good, the doors and hinges are opening. I mean, anything else that you just paint it and keep it moving. Yeah, make them look good. Bring them to what you want. Now, I wouldn't take no rust bucket to people's house if you can
Right,
avoid that.
right, right,
But
right.
yeah, a new dumpster, that's nothing. You're going to paint it up, put your lettering on there, rock it out, save money.
That's right. Brock, we're gonna leave it at this one, man. I gotta go to bed. 4:30 in the morning comes. My watch ain't even working no more. There we go. 4:30 in the morning comes pretty daggone quick, so I'm gonna head out, man. I
Hey,
want to thank you for coming onto the channel, man. I want to tell everybody, make sure that if you did not give him a like, subscribe. Well, subscribe. What is this? I'm mirrored, so I don't know which way I'm going. Subscribe to his channel. Make sure you show him some love, and don't forget. I'm going backwards. Stay humble, hustle hard every day. Brock, finish it off, man. What do you got? Any last words of
hey,
wisdom?
man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay tuned. I want to thank you, Josh, for bringing me on. We're going to link up. Let's do this. And I'm really here to learn a lot from you guys. Y'all, let's just let's build a community. Let's build this as a family and help each other out, because that's what we're here for. It's not who's got the biggest, you know what, or who's got
We're
how
talking about
many
trailers.
cans, who's the biggest. Yeah, who's got the biggest trailer, baby?
We're talking about
Let me
trailers.
see your trailer. So it's not about the size of the trailer or how many dumpsters you got in the fight. At the end of the day, we all still going to be learning from each other, and that's what I'm here for, and that's what I hope you guys are for, and I hope we can both deliver that, and you guys deliver it back to me, because like y'all know, I'm scattered. I need some help. So all the people who are organized freaks, who got your truck in order, who has all the good stuff, hook me up with all the little small details. Y'all go to my page, comment on for all the little small details that help you get through the day without the confusion.
With that, stay humble, hustle hard, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.
And we'll meet you, baby. See ya. Appreciate you.